Two smiling faces.
Handsome, smiling faces.
Well, you don't even have to say that. That's just, that's just like, right? It's known, right?
It's the obvious.
Where is everybody? Someone's here. Who is it? Who
Heidi.
is it?
Is he hiding?
I don't know. Why does it always take like a little bit to pop up?
Ryan.
Ryan!
Wow. Ryan, you win.
Ryan, how
You're
are
the
you?
big winner today.
Yeah, you know what your prize is?
David.
Spending a day with Mark. That's
David,
your prize.
almost winner.
David,
First runner-up.
David, very close. And David, I'm glad we're all set. That's going to be. I'm very much looking forward to that. So, both you guys, David and Ryan, I hope things are going well. I hope everything is going well. We're back here Wednesday through the static. I love the hearts.
Yeah, give us some more hearts. Ryan, I am here too. So, I'm not quite sure why you find it necessary to say just hi to Steven and not me.
Listen, he's just, he's a bright guy. So he's encompassing everybody when he says that.
By saying hi, Steven.
Mark, everyone in the studio. Yes,
No.
Exactly. Jane is in the house.
Better get corrected.
Hey, Denise. David, me too. I can't wait. And you'll get to see where I have the doll. So, in my office. Erica, how are you? So, what's going on with everybody? How is everybody? How is everything is going well? Hi, I'm Ryan. Ryan, don't let him bully you.
He knows better.
I'm glad everything's going well. So, Jane, hello, and Karen, hello.
See? Karen, hello, Steven and Elix.
Yeah, well,
thank you, Karen.
And people just, it's just that it's assumed. Like, hi,
No,
Steven.
we don't assume
It's hi,
anything.
Steven and Elix.
You know what's assuming? What's assumed? You want me to explain that
we
again?
We just started this and it's already going downhill. Holly's in the house.
Hi.
Hey, Holly. Hey, Denise
Hi.
Hackett. Hey, I just said hi, gentlemen. I counted you.
That's
Denise.
that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
now, see,
appropriate.
that's good. That's very good.
Just Ryan purposely excluded me. And that hurts.
Hey, Tammy.
Ryan.
Yeah, because I'm sure that's exactly what he did or wanted to do. So, hey, Gene. Evening, gentlemen. Gene,
Hi,
you know what?
Gene.
If you don't mind holding, call now if you're trying to get through the phones.
It's not open.
Huh?
It's not open. He doesn't open lines until we walk into the room.
He does?
Correct.
I'm sorry, Gene. I did not know that.
So we'll give you the heads up as soon as the line's open.
Yeah. Happy Wednesday too, Jessica. Sorry if Ryan. It's crazy. I got what you meant. Hi,
Ryan,
everybody.
I like cookies. I like chocolates.
Yeah, he likes a lot of stuff. So, but listen, how's everybody here? Things are well. Nice weather, right? I just saw somebody post on Instagram like buds coming out. So everything is coming probably much sooner than it should be because it's been so warm, so freakishly warm. I guess that's the new way, right?
Let me just do this.
What happened?
I'm gonna keep talking.
So I hope everybody's well. The great thing about not only just getting close to spring, we put the clocks ahead this weekend, but also the best thing, especially with this whole coronavirus, is that, March is when usually the flu rates stop or start decreasing so that less and less people are getting exposed to it, less and less people are getting it. So that's always a great thing. I mean, I know there's always those sort of stragglers, but it's not not a bad thing. So, right, Elix?
That's right.
So, today is amazing. I love the wind. David, it's kind of cool when you are able to feel the wind feel the energy through the wind. It's just, it just is really nice. Hey, Chrissy Taylor.
Tammy, I love our weekend excursions too. This weekend was absolutely amazing. By the way, I just pinned the number 508-222-1320.
I don't think we posted this weekend though. Some of the things.
You posted a Facebook Live out of
the beach
somewhere.
Yeah,
So,
right. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for following it.
Shannon, yeah, it is a beautiful day, Shannon. The funny thing is, so many people I don't know if you guys are local, if you're just, every day's a beautiful day, could be, but here at least it's a beautiful day. Hey, Christine. Hey, thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Christine.
So Croaks is in the house. Croaks, I gotta call you tonight. So listen, I wanted to Mark told me that it's like a little bit less than 5 minutes after, right? That the news is short. Each week, I have to get kind of an assessment of how the break and how they play the news. Sometimes it's like, it can be like up to 3-4 minutes longer than 1 week to the next week. And that's why there's been some times that Mark comes in and pretty much kicks the door in the conference room where we are to say, your show's starting and you're not here, right? So it's crazy. So listen, but don't forget local people, that a week from Sunday is my event in the Everett Saugus Elks, and there's some tickets left, but it is going really fast.
Selling fast.
Yes.
So anyone in Boston or north of Boston,
Hey, Shauna.
it's a fabulous venue, and Stephen is
Carolyn. Hi.
introducing the note
Yes.
to those of you who haven't had the experience of getting a note.
Mira, hola from Brazil.
Brazil, whereabouts Brazil? We've been to Rio. We love Rio.
Rosini, am I pronouncing that right? Maybe.
Rosine.
Hey, Denise.
You got to tell us where from Brazil you're from. That's fabulous.
Hey, Tia. Denise, just by calling, when the phone's open, that's how you can call and get a free reading. So, but Brazil's in the house. That's so wild. It's so cool.
Tia, we're going to see you in Saugus?
Someone's checking in Brazil. And as Elix said, it was probably, I think, it was one of my top trips to Rio. It was fantastic.
Amazing.
Oh my God, it was so amazing.
We should
to go there.
back to Rio.
It was really beautiful. So
to go back.
Yeah, and my mood ring, look it's my favorite color, green. It changes, but all the time. It's kind of cool how it changes drastically, like these colors. But today it is a pretty green. So right.
I have news flash. He does not need a ring to for me to realize that his mood changes ongoingly. So, just saying, that's just a visual.
See, I will start accepting empathy right now because this one's very mean. So, sorry, I missed you both last. Tammy, I don't understand. You should just block Wednesdays 5 to 6. Everybody should, right? Don't work, don't do anything. Just be here with
us.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes, exactly. And I think, by the way, Sunday night I'm going to do a Facebook Live to do readings via Facebook Live. So I'll put a note on Facebook, but you guys that tune in are the first to know about it. So, which is great. Has anyone been seeing that there's been changes on Facebook? My YouTube account hasn't been updated with these Facebook Lives because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you can't download anymore. I used to be able to do it really quickly. You go to download it, it's completely blank. Now, I don't know if this is the first caller or somebody calling in. There's a retired teacher who is crossed because she's showing me that she's erasing the blackboards. She must have been a teacher for many years. This is going back when because I don't think teachers use blackboards anymore, right? Hey, Marty. And she keeps showing me, and she wants to give a shout out to somebody. So, but I just don't know if it's like a mom or an aunt. Or a grandmother. There's someone connected here. So I have an alarm that goes off every week at 4:50. Tammy, that's
very smart, Tammy. That's the way it should be.
Tammy, I just looked at that and read it and was just about to say, oh my God, that's spirit. Yeah, if your alarm keeps going off at the same time. I'm in spirit mode. When I start doing these readings, the second I say something, honest to God, I forget what I just said. I forgot that I just talked about blocking and, because they're already starting to chat. They're already doing it here. Who's connected to the retired teacher? It's a woman because, she reminds me of a teacher that I used to love, my kindergarten teacher. which, my kindergarten teacher, I actually have a note. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before, but I have a note from her because I brought her at Christmas time a pin, and her name was Miss McCabe, and she wrote a little note. Of course, my mom bought the pin and had me bring it in, and then she wrote a little note, and I still have that note from Miss McCabe, and she tells me just how she loves the pin. Oh my God, maybe it's Miss McCabe coming through. I don't know. Even though it's for somebody here, that's a great idea. A meeting reminder. Exactly, Shannon. So, can someone please tell me where this teacher is? And she keeps giving me Michael or Mark. She keeps giving me the M name to connect me to somebody here. But it's definitely a retired teacher. But she also makes me feel like she passed when she was older. She lived a long life here. So, hey, Jackie's in the house.
Hi, Jackie.
How are you, Jackie? What else? Oh, Mark, my producer here, his mom bought or made this incredible lasagna for us. She told us in the Italian culture that when you lose somebody, you just make a lot of food. And she made this.
You made them dinner, so she brought dinner for us.
What was that?
That when in what she says that in her culture, when you lose someone, you bring them dinner.
Did I not just say that?
You said you make a lot of food.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
But she made me meatless lasagna because she knows I don't eat red meat and I barely eat any meat. So she used raviolis for like the filler in this lasagna. I've never had. It was amazing. So that's Miss Ellie, Mark's mama. So
thank you, Miss Ellie. You're so dramatic.
Hey, Paula's in the house. How are you?
Amazing.
It was really, and she made cookies too. I forget about the cookies because I was so like swiped up with the lasagna. So it was amazing. Every bite I wanted to cry. Right?
Yeah, you cried, all right. This is what I go home with. I'm telling you, anyone, if you want him for a couple of days, I'm giving him away for just a few hours.
Listen, last time I already had offers coming, so people will take me. Shauna, what? I ran into my kindergarten teacher at the store the other day, and I didn't see her since I was like 7. Oh my God, this is so wild. It was so cool because she remembered me. Not spirit though. No, Shauna, that is, the great thing about what you just told me. And that's what I teach in my class. It is spirit. It's somebody connected to you that they're doing double validations, that this woman who was a teacher and made me bring up my kindergarten teacher because you just met your kindergarten teacher. That's absolutely a connection for you, Shauna. So I love that. That's really, really great. So, hey, Lisa. Hey, Tammy, you want to be banned? Lucky you, Elix. Yeah. She's saying that in a very positive way. Like, no, she's saying like, damn, Elix, lucky you. You get Steven.
Tammy, get it.
You get to have him every day?
Every day. Lucky me.
Love you, Tammy.
Yeah, awesome. I tell you.
Yeah, Shauna, it is awesome. It really is. It's
at least here he can use the excuse that he's got spirit.
I always have spirit.
I know, but
Sylvia James is in the house.
Hi,
how are you,
Sylvia?
I always have spirit with me, so
well, that is true.
Yeah, I mean, so Angela from Angela, I haven't seen you, or maybe I've missed you. How are you? And my good friend Angela from Arizona. I love it.
So a reminder again, 508-222-1320 if you guys want to call during the show
and get a reading
for the possibility of a reading.
Yes,
Lisa,
yes.
That's right, Lisa.
Well, if you do get on the phone, you will definitely get a reading.
True,
because that's what I do, right?
That's right.
So, and that's what I love to do. So
that's what you do.
There was something I wanted to tell people that happened this week that I can't remember what it was, and it was like a very funny, crazy story. And
Lisa,
Lisa, no way.
Oh my God, you don't even know.
Lisa, I'm not high maintenance at all. You know.
Oh no.
Not at all.
Croaks.
Maybe
Croaks.
this is
Can
maybe
you-
the hair is high
Oh,
maintenance.
yeah.
But other than that, no high maintenance.
Susan, he's not high maintenance. Holly, he's not high maintenance at all.
No. Listen, Morgan loves my hair. You know, she does.
Yeah.
And she thought it was a professional, that I was going to a professional
It's true.
for those pictures. So, but this is all me.
Yeah.
So
Hair
I'm
alone,
good.
30 minutes. I need 30 minutes.
No way. It's not 30 minutes at all. I just jump out of bed. I look just like this as soon as I jump out of bed. So.
Oh yeah. What is Tammy
So we'll
saying?
send you some pom-poms, and then you can always have Spirit too.
I'll take the pom-poms.
Is he gonna do like is he gonna cheer for me like a cheerleader? What does that mean, pom-poms?
Susan. Oh no, he's not high maintenance at all. Susan knows.
Croaks.
That's right.
Susan, that's
Yeah.
a no-no.
All right, we gotta get going.
What time is it? Oh, it's
5:03.
oh my God, we definitely
All right,
gotta go.
So we are going. You don't have to take it off. How
No.
many times am I gonna tell you?
No,
this?
but I have to switch it so that I
Oh my
can
God.
look at the anger he has. Look at the expression, the anger
Yes,
towards
look.
me. All right, here we go. The lines are going to be opening. We don't have Elix's mom. She was in with Elix's brother for a couple of days, and she didn't come to the studio with us because she's catching up on her Spanish soap operas. Because Elix's brother doesn't have the same shows. There's Mark. There's Mark. Hi, producer Mark. Say hi to Facebook friends.
With the gay shirt again. He loves that.
Did you
freaking
just
gay
say
shirt.
15 seconds?
Yeah.
That's not a lot of time,
Oh, it's
man.
now 3 seconds.
Now it's 3 seconds. The music's gonna be coming. I hear it.
I hear it too.
Right? Right. Welcome to Through the Static with Steve and the Medium. It is Wednesday afternoon, and as always, we're so excited to be here. I have a handsome guy next to me. Who are you? Who are you?
Well, I'm Steven the Medium. No, I'm Coach Elix.
That happened once, like years ago. It was like 25 years ago that happened, that I said, this is Coach Elix. So, and you can't even get easy squeezy right. What is it?
Easy breezy lemon squeezy.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
But no, it's not right. So, but Elix is here with me, and of course, you just heard the almost. Mark, the producer, is here also, as we love to see him. And I just said on Facebook Live that Mark's mom, Miss Ellie, brought us some food for the crossing of my mom. And so she knows I don't eat red meat, and I, as I said in Facebook Live, I barely eat any meat. And so she made a vegetable lasagna, and it was incredible. Like the base of the vegetable lasagna was raviolis, but it was so cheesy, and it was it was amazing. It was so good. And she made cookies. You know, I keep forgetting to talk about the cookies because the lasagna was so good, but the cookies were fantastic. And I think Miss Ellie was on, as well as Mark was, this past Saturday, out and about with Elaine, and of course I tuned in to make sure I heard them. And Miss Ellie and you, Mark, did a great job for an event coming up. So I hope everyone's having a great afternoon, a great week. This weather is beautiful. The sun's out. This weekend we put the clocks ahead.
Oh my.
And
Oh my.
yeah, and you know, if you probably have heard many times with me that I am a winter guy. I love the cold, and this was a sissy winter. I didn't like it, and I'm already resolved to just bring on spring, because
He's very upset that we didn't get lots of
Yes.
inches of snow,
Like we're supposed
and
to.
storms,
Yes.
in minus 0 degree weather.
yes, I am very upset. This was every month, and for anyone, even a couple of weeks ago, for anyone, even meteorologists, oh wait, it's March. Like I'm looking at them like, are you living here? Like, are you in New England? like we don't have any like long periods of time of cold, so clearly we're not going to get any more winter storms. It's not happening.
Yes, it is.
I'm putting it right out there, and if I'm wrong, I don't know how to finish that sentence. If
Yes, it is.
what?
The big one's coming. Before springtime officially hits,
Which is March what, 20th, 21st, whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Listen, who's the psychic medium here? Watch, no one's going to call ever again because when this huge storm comes in 2 weeks, it doesn't, it doesn't work that way. However, I'm just telling you that what I feel, what I know, being a New Englander for all these years, it's not happening. But let me switch subjects too. So, well, let me ask you, what's going on with you, Coach Elix?
There's not much going on with me.
I
other
beg to
than,
differ. You're
What are you? Where are you going with this?
I'm just-
He gives me that look, and I'm not quite sure if I have the right answer or the wrong answer.
There's no
But-
right or wrong answer. I just am bringing up first of all, how well you're doing with your business.
Yes.
You amaze me how well you're
Well,
doing.
thank you.
Yes, I mean it's just more and more business people
Well,
that get to.
that's because I love what I do. It's a passion. It's not just a business.
And I love that, and that's exactly why I'm here too. Is I love what I do, and
That's right.
It's not work.
And
So
we're very lucky to be, well, let me reframe that because luck really has nothing to do with it. We've been working very, very hard to create this. And we're very fortunate to have the life that we have and that we are able, in our own ways, to every day make a difference for
yes.
people.
Even though I'm, as you say on Facebook Live just 2 minutes ago, I'm high maintenance, which
are
is
high
not
maintenance.
which is not true.
Okay.
Anyone who knows me knows that I am easy going, and I roll out of bed and I'm ready to go. So
Yeah, hair alone, 30 minutes, wardrobe. I mean, not to mention, seriously, tell people about the other day you came out with a brand new pair of pants that have been in the closet for probably years.
Well,
and
that
tags on.
that's because I get very nervous. I spend a lot of time in the closet and I'm out and I don't want to go in there. So I run in, I grab my clothes and I run out. And sometimes, this purchases with tags that eventually I'll get to, as the rotation moves up. So, hey, I mean,
These pair of pants have been there for years.
yeah, but they look good.
Yeah, they did look good.
So, I mean, I found them. Now I can wear them, right? And the good thing is I can still fit in them. So that's a great thing.
But let's be clear, low maintenance, you're not.
Alrighty, so can we mute his microphone? Mark's like, no, we can't.
It's like, hell no.
I'm just kidding, but there was something so just quickly, remember, local people, a week from this Sunday, March 15th, I am doing an event at the Everett Saugus Elks. I did one in November, which was fantastic. It's a beautiful venue, second floor, beautiful parking. And even though there's tickets left, there's a lot of tickets that have already been purchased. And I am, with much more focus on, I am going to really deliver my notes. Right?
That's right.
Yes. I mean, this is something that has been occurring and being processed, and I'm figuring it out. But the part of what I'm doing as a medium, I am actually writing notes and passing them out to various people.
Well, notes from Spirit.
It's not $10 bills.
Well, but you just said writing notes, and I mean, you could be writing
Stick
your
people.
own, note about how lovely you think somebody is. This is
Well,
not what
that is true, because I could write a nice note, but no, it's from your loved ones. It's really amazing, and I've done it more so with private readings. I actually just did one in a remote reading, which was wild. That I actually had someone from New York who I did a reading for, and we did a Zoom call so that I could see her. And right before I started the reading, I told her I was going to email her the note and not to open it up. And I did a nice
Evite.
Evite, and did the reading, and then at the end of the reading, she opened it up, but she already had it. I wanted to make sure she knew that the email and the note was written before I actually even did the reading. So, and the feedback from her really was
Wild.
like it was wild. Yeah, it really was. It was wild. It was fantastic. It was, you know, it's one thing to get a reading, right? And I record readings all the time. And not like in an event like the one at the Elks, it's too big for me to record. But if you come to me or you do a remote, reading, I record everything. Zoom is cool because you get to not only have the audio, but you get the visual. But if you come to my office, I actually record the reading so that you have it. And I think it's important because number one, the hour goes by so fast. And number two, there's a lot of things in there that you don't catch that when you listen to it, you do catch. So it's really wild. But to actually then have something tangible that's written from somebody that's crossed for you, that you can actually hold on to, you can hang up, you can see it every day, is completely different.
And the feedback we've gotten from the people who have received notes thus far is that for most of the people, when they read the note, it actually, they experience it's a note, it being a note from the person, as if the person who they've known
Wrote it.
Right. It's one after the other. The people are blown away because they're like, oh my God, it's like my father wrote this note. It's like my grandmother wrote this note.
Yeah.
But the other thing I wanted to say is, because this is a new concept, those of you who are curious and they want to see how this works, or you want a possibility of getting a note, one cool way to find out is to go to the show.
Go to the event.
At the Elks in Saugus on March 15th.
Exactly, which is also our wedding anniversary,
That's
by
right.
the way.
Yeah,
Happy anniversary to me and Elix.
that's right.
So, yay, Mark's giving an applause. And I'm not doing the notes yet. It's too much for me to do every single reading that I do. It's just, it would just be way too much for me. But in a big group like March 15th, it's fantastic because there's more than one note. And for me to actually get to hand them out, and again, just seeing people's reaction, and people that I did it the first time in this particular event, someone said that they opened it up and then they closed it. They couldn't read it there because they got so emotional. Mm-hmm. And when I did the fundraiser for what was the name of it? The Council for Kids, Council for Children. There was a woman there that got a note and opened it up and was crying. Good tears though. So, all right. So 508-222-1320, and we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Very good.
So
That wasn't 5 years ago. That was 2 weeks ago.
no, I said 25 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
I say 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you
I
on
have
that.
recently lost my granddad, who was like a dad to me. I miss him very much. And there any messages from him? Caleb, I love the name Caleb. Call the 508-222-1320 so that we can do a reading. Tina, you too. Just give a call. Hey, Louise. Before I start the show, it's easier for me to connect with spirit because I have more time. But I can't, I only have like minutes with this break, and then when the show comes back on, obviously I got to get back on with the headphones. So it's hard for me right now. Sorry. Oh, Denise, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Denise, I can't tell you exactly how much I do appreciate that. That was something that last week I talked about that really made this horrible experience easier to manage, or a little easier to manage. And I'm still, today I got cards. I'm still getting cards from people, which is, it's just the most beautiful thing, that for people to actually take time to write something to me, like a sympathy card or whatever, or text me or whatever it is just something that really, I'm sure for everybody, just helps get through like a really horrible situation. So, but I thank you. Even seeing something today, I love seeing, and actually even today, like, I keep saying to Elix, I'm shocked that I'm still getting cards. So, which I love it. So 30 seconds. I did ask, and I don't know if this is going to be the first caller, but I did ask, hey, Elizabeth Hill, how are you? Who the retired teacher is. There's a woman here with me in Facebook Live before I started that is a retired teacher who's crossed, and she was taught for many, many years, and is like so lovely. Like the
Okay.
Denise, exactly. I love it. Oh, Marty, thank you. I love that too, Marty. So, show's starting, so I got to get back on. And who's that? Pamela. Hey, Pamela. Welcome back to Crazy Through the Static with Stephen the Medium, and I think I'm going to go to calls. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
This is Stephen as well.
Hey, Stephen, how are you?
Good. Happy anniversary if I don't talk to you before that.
Thank you very much. You know, Stephen, we celebrate March 15th because it's 11 years we've been married, but
Legally, but
we really celebrate April 8th because that will be 27 years.
27 years.
So, but thank you for that, Stephen. Thank you. Is anyone else hearing stuff? Do we know what it is? Stephen, I'm stopping because I can, as I'm speaking, I can hear like a,
Do you have a radio on or?
do you have a radio on?
no, and you're not on speaker?
No, not now. I guess I was.
Okay, that's what it was.
Maybe,
no, it's
Yeah, it's better. It's better. Okay, so let me just tune in here, Stephen. So, how many times can I say Stephen? I'm tuning. There's a lot going on, so I'm tuning in to see who's. They're all talking, and I'm like one at a time. There's what is he? I can't tell if, Stephen, if this is dad or grandfather. I mean, it feels like the father level, but I am trying to figure out what in God's name He's showing me. It's something I've never seen. So let me start with this. Did you do you have any connection with dogs or hunting? But it doesn't have to necessarily be you. A connection just means like, was there somebody? The reason why I'm asking you is because I saw a dog that and this is definitely your father. Your father shows me a dog, but it's a very, what I was saying is, what is he showing me? It's a very specific, it's a bloodhound. So it's a very, very specific dog that, like, I've never had in spirit, to be honest. So I don't know if he's talking about like hunting ducks or somebody hunting, or is he bringing me to like being out in nature and fishing? Was that something him or somebody connected to you ever did? And you said you did target.
Yeah, we put out the rifle, and we had a pet husk.
Yeah. You're taking it too literally, Stephen. It doesn't have to be a bloodhound. It's just, what spirit does is they show me things for me to get to where they want me to go. So a bloodhound just pretty much just means that there's something to do with either shooting or hunting. So was it you and your dad that did target stuff? Oh, so that's what it's got to be. Because, again, as much as I love to tell people that this is like a phone call, like, what did you say? It's not. And they have to use my experiences, to get me to where they want to go. So so what did you shoot? Like,
Just soda cans, bottles, my father.
yeah, but imagine not even putting aside the hunting. When you're hunting, you're using guns. Same exact thing. You're in the woods. You're shooting things. Make sure you know that it's just a way that your dad just wants to say it's him. Your father just said to me in a very sarcastic, funny way, "My son should have got that way quicker," and he's laughing. Yeah, he was like looking at you like you should have way got that quicker, Stephen. So, but the great thing about why your father just brought that up was he wants to make sure you get that those memories with the two of you doing that is something that he thinks about daily and so, holds so close to his heart. So Mike, Mark, who's the M here? First name, middle name that your father keeps talking about. It almost makes me feel like, Stephen, that there was I don't know if this person is crossed or not, but did your father have, or did you guys have like a cousin or somebody that was sort of connected with the, it feels like an M name, like Michael or Ma. Wow, so know that Mark is stepping forward. I kind of figured or felt like it was a cousin or someone in that kind of realm. So how wild is Stephen to know that your cousin Mark is stepping forward to let you know that he's here. And Mark is very just said to me that looked at me and said, you're only talking to Stephen on the phone, and Stephen is if anybody sits with him, is very, very remarkable. He's just giving you a really beautiful compliment and very interesting and knows a lot of stuff. And your father just yelled out, yeah, knows a lot of stuff about nothing. Your father's very funny, Stephen. Yeah, it is. I always tell people that, when someone crosses, they have that same personality, and that's one of the reasons why they give that personality, is to say it really is me, So it's kind of cool. The dog that you said that you had years ago that you brought up is now here, and but what is he showing me? He's showing me like B or C letters. I don't know what this is. I don't know if and don't tell me his name unless it's a B or C, or was there initials? Like was there an animal or something that had initials? Like that someone would nickname somebody, or maybe it's not even an animal. Is there someone connected to you that was like RJ or PJ or that went by initials, even maybe when they were younger? Because I'm not sure it's connected to the dog. I think and where's the W? Where's the W name come in? Yeah, Stephen, you can. Come on. What was that? There's a sometimes when I get an animal coming through and they give me a letter like W, it's that because they had a lot of white on them. I don't know if that dog had a lot of white. Okay, so then it's not it. So just make sure you keep those two things with you, because if they're giving it to me, there's a reason for it. But there's initials. Even though did that dog have a collar? When I just said the initials, the dog just brought me. Was the collar did it have a tag engraved?
I don't really remember if it was so long.
Well, just know that it's definitely the dog with the initials. What he's giving me is that something's engraved, whether it's the collar, whether it's something that was on there. Just know that it's just a way that he's letting you know that he's here with you, and is always around. The W, I don't know. That's a place, Stephen. That's like Washington or Weymouth. It's your father. Oh my! There it is, Stephen. Well, I told you you'd get it. So what was the name of the street? Wow, this is so. Is that the street you had when the dog was living? Oh my God. I know, but how cool is it that the dog wants to give that validation? Right before I was just gonna like I was gonna end the call, and the dog said, no, it's a place. It's a way that your baby just wants to let you know that he was very happy there on Wheaton. So how cool is it? And know that tonight, wherever you're sitting, just make sure that you take a second and look to the right or look to the left or in front of you at your feet, and your dog is with you. So how cool. I love it, Stephen. And listen, thank you so much for calling. And a lot of love to you. Alrighty, bye-bye. Okay, we'll be right back. How wild was that? You know, when I was asking Steven about like the initials and then the W, his father kept yelling in my head, he's gonna get it, he's gonna get it, he's gonna get it. And imagine the dog. A lot of people look at me like, not surprised that, I mean, they are surprised that animals come through, some people, but then they get even more surprised that the animals just talk just like people. And imagine, like, the dog wanted to bring up Wheaton, the W where, yeah, right before I was hanging, I swear to God, I was about to hang up with Steven and thinking, okay, he's got it, I know Spirit knows what they're giving me, and the dog just jumped up on his hind legs on this table and said, it's not a name, it's a place, it's a place. And that's why I asked him, and lo and behold, the place was the street, Wheaton. How wild is that?
On a related subject,
To some people,
when
the
you
sound of a baby
did the
bell
call of my friend Ryan,
Uh-huh.
he re-listened to it and picked up on something that he couldn't.
by 6
Think about,
Right.
what was
You
it?
said Sammy. Sam or Sammy,
by 9
you know, as a name.
Right.
And it went totally blank
And
on
by
him.
12 months,
He re-listened
traveling is
to it,
beginning to
right?
develop some meaning.
Sammy was his goldfish.
Oh my God.
When he was
That is, I don't know if you guys can hear Mark, but a friend of his called in that I've never met and never talked to.
Ryan is
and-
on Facebook Live.
Yeah, he's on Facebook Live, but I had never read, I never talked to, and Mark actually didn't tell me he was calling. So when I read him, I don't know if you guys heard, I kept saying the name Sammy, and Ryan couldn't figure it out, and then when he re-listened to it, he figured out that his goldfish was Sammy. That's a first for me. That's the first time a goldfish or a fish ever came through. Not surprising,
so that
you know.
really freaked him.
I love that. That was so cool. Imagine like a goldfish. You know, for some people though, right? Some people that don't have cats or dogs, like a fish, a goldfish can be their pet that they love very much. Exactly. And I've had fish and
And you got his dog too.
yeah, his dog came through, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty
Right.
wild, right? So
The Literacy Center.
we have two online.
Yep.
508-226.
Why do I ask? The lines are always packed, right?
Building a better community.
The lines are always booked. Here comes the music.
As Paul said, he always wished he'd get as many calls as you.
And welcome back to Through the Static. I'm going to go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this? Hello? Hi, BP. How are you? Who is this? Hi, can you hear me? Who's this? Chris, I thought maybe you were like playing a tune or something for me. You know? You know what? Here's your prompt. Chris, you're next and you're up. So I'm so glad that you called and I get to do a reading for my second person. You know, Chris, Stephen, the caller before you was my first caller, and I forgot to ask him, and maybe if Stephen's listening, he'll know, or maybe this is for you. When I was doing Facebook Live, I had a teacher, someone who crossed. Anything connected to you? Like it's someone, yes, she stepped forward when I was doing Facebook Live, and I didn't have time to sit on Facebook to figure out if it was someone on Facebook Live, but all I know is that I wanted to ask if there was a teacher, because there was a teacher in spirit, and she was standing next to me, and she was just very sweet. She worked, for many, many years, and then she retired, and now she's in spirit. So if it's not something that's connected to you, not a problem. I just thought I'd throw it out. So. Okay, all right, so that's fine. It could have been for Stephen too, but I forgot to ask him. So let me ask you, twins. Where am I going with this? Twins. Either. Let me start with Gemini. Is there someone a Gemini? Are you June? Is there? Oh, okay. So there it goes. It's very. This is a mother figure. Is this mom? So grandma. So your mom is still living? Okay, so it's got to be. Do you have a mother-in-law? Who's living? Ah, that's why I asked, because when I went to go to grandmother, she stopped me and said, this is a mother generation. So that's why I asked about, so this is a mother-in-law stepping forward, Chris. And obviously I also have somebody on your side, because there is a grandmother stepping forward who gave me, even though I think they both gave me the twins and the Gemini. So let me break this down. So your grandmother, this is mom's mom is crossed? She comes from my left, so it's maternal side. So your grandmother on your mother's side is stepping forward. She gave me the validation to your brother, the Gemini. I've never had that way, that validation. Like she showed me the twin sign, but your brother is here. Okay, is there a sibling crossed? Okay. So are you still married?
Well, yeah, we're married. We're not like legally married, but
Okay, I got it.
the woman that passed, we were in partnership.
Okay. But this is your current married mom? Like, okay, so I got it. So the reason why I'm asking that too about the loss, does your husband have a sibling, like a brother-in-law, sister-in-law who's crossed? Why do I keep feeling that with you? So did your mother ever talk about miscarriage, losing a baby? Okay. All I'm telling you, Chris, is either because I have to check in with your husband's side too, because if your mother-in-law stepped forward first, it means that I'm getting validations for you as well as for him, because it's his mom stepping forward. So but I keep feeling there's when I get brother or sister, inclusive of that is like a brother-in-law, sister-in-law, but there is definitely that level that's in spirit. Who's the B? The Bob or Barbara or Bill? Who's the B connected here? Living or crossed? Hello? Are you here, Chris? So it could be first name, it could be middle name, and it also could be on your husband's side. But they keep giving me the there's not a William or Bill in one,
Well, there's somebody that's living,
right? And
married to the Gemini.
oh, okay. So this is all about your brother. So your brother. So your. I love Chris.
I can tell you're so excited about that.
Chris, I'm trying. I swear, I'm trying. So okay. So let me also just break this down. So your brother is married to a B name. Okay, I got it. What was that? Okay, got it. So it's very interesting that they keep. Oh, was there a period of time that there was a separation between either you and your brother or someone in the family?
Like, unraveling?
Well, when I hear separation, Chris, I have to try to figure out whether it's relationship separation or geographically separation, like someone who like doesn't live in the same state, or it's completely separate. Even though when I just said that it's not geographically, it just feels like there's something, there's like they're bringing me to you, and that there's someone like that you're not talking to or speaking to. There's something going on. That doesn't make sense?
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Yeah. It's a way that your loved ones are, because the reason why I also ask you that, Chris, is that when I tune into your energy, there's anger. There's like can I say pissed off on the radio?
Sure.
You just
Okay.
did.
Yeah,
You just did.
I blame spirit, Chris. I don't know what I'm saying. They do because I'm like, I am irritated. I am pissed off. And they just, your grandmother, as well as your mother-in-law, is a huge fan of yours, Chris, and wants to make sure you know this. Oh my God, yeah. And she just, And I love that. And it's a way that she wants to make sure you get that she's with you, she's on your side, and your mother-in-law supports you so much in that, in the what I'm talking about. I will tell you something. Your mother-in-law just said to me, the onus is not on you. Like your mother-in-law, which I love, just said, she said, this has nothing to do with me, but I understand where and she calls you daughter-in-law, is pissed off. She gets it. She understands it. And but she also just, she says that, but my daughter-in-law is also such an amazing person and is very forgiving. And she just doesn't like the fact that whatever's going on sits with you, because your mother-in-law says she doesn't like the way it makes you feel. And whether you say to me, no, I'm good, I'm telling you that your mother-in-law is saying she doesn't like the part that kind of, when any one of us are irritated or upset, or if we hold on to something, it sits with us. And your mother-in-law is all about how much she loves you and she wants you to be happy, and just saying that she doesn't want that she just doesn't want that to be there. But I will tell you something, getting back to the teacher, there's teaching around you. I just tuned in, and the alphabet is everywhere around you. So it's either you or your husband or somebody that was connected to you. But there's teaching. There's a teaching reference, because the teacher that came through is for you, Chris. She just tapped me on my shoulder and said, this is for her. Maybe this was a teacher that you were very close to, or somebody was very close to. What was that? Oh my God, Chris.
That's what you talked about on the Facebook Live, Stephen.
I talked about a kindergarten teacher. I don't know if you were on Facebook.
Oh my God.
What was her name? Oh my God, you are freaking me out, Chris. What was her name? Oh my God. I actually, when I said there's a teacher here, I love her. She retired, and she lived a long life, and but she wants to connect to somebody. And I said, it gives me the feeling of, I don't think I've ever said I was connected to a teacher except for my kindergarten teacher. And when you go back to Facebook Live, you'll hear me say,
go back and listen.
It was Miss McCabe was my kindergarten teacher, and I gave her a pin. Well, my mom gave me a pin to give her for Christmas, and I still have the little note. And I'm like, this teacher is making me feel like what I felt with my kindergarten teacher. Chris, this is so crazy. Like, I cannot even tell you how much Chris, you validating this, and I'm going to tell you something that you have to absorb and really keep with you. You validating this, she's in tears that you got her. She's so happy that you actually, that's all she wanted on Facebook Live. And when I started talking about it, I'm like, I have no idea who this goes to. And there's no mistake that I didn't ask the previous caller. I didn't ask Stephen because it wasn't for you. I wasn't for him. And then I'm so glad that before I hung up, she tapped me, and she's very polite, and she's so sweet and has this huge heart. And she's like, Stephen, I don't want to interrupt, but I'm here for Chris. So I love this. This is so wild. And you've got... The fact that you remember her name, I mean, she's like applauding you, and she's hugging you right now. It's pretty crazy. It's wild. It's just wild. And all of spirit that, that your grandmother, kindergarten teacher, your mother-in-law, everyone that's here that's coming through, this is a little bit different what I'm going to say, but they keep telling me the potential that you have, and they just all collaboratively said to me, stop beating yourself up, or stop not standing in your light, Chris, because, and again, this doesn't mean like on a daily basis, you're like, I hate Chris, not at all, but it just means that you're not giving yourself enough acknowledgement of who you are, and that because your kindergarten teacher just said, one thing that I learned as a teacher is the past is the past, and that stepping forward and going forward, you're such an incredible soul, Chris, and I hope that makes sense, but that's what they want to make sure you get. Oh, wow. I just got chills. I just got chills when you just said that, because they're all like, yeah, I could hear them in spirit, like, yes, like that's what we want, because what Chris doesn't get is that you are very special in how you touch people, and when you're not 100% with yourself, that sort of like that gift, it kind of gets a little backed up, and what you're doing, they're so proud. And oh my God, Chris, if you were here, I'd give you a big hug. That's all I can tell you. So I'll give you an ear hug. I was gonna say a hair hug. I must be thinking about my hair. I'll give you an ear hug, and
Mr. Low Maintenance, high maintenance, Mr. Low Maintenance, mind you.
But Chris, I
I gotta tell you one thing.
sure.
I'm Rocco, Cole, from Illinois.
Oh my.
I don't remember, but you guys were like, I forgot you guys were cracking me up last week.
Oh my. But have I ever read you before?
No.
Why, my
Wow.
God.
Come on. I always think that I'm from Illinois, so I'm not like Rocco.
Yes, of course I do. Because in the name, how can I always say hi to you? Yeah, yeah.
But my husband and I was married, and it was our dog, it was his dog. So, just a little excited.
Wow.
I just wanted to let you know that that's me, and don't be sad that you mistaken it for Rocco.
Oh, no. I remember distinctly last week. How do I pronounce Rocco? Rocco? Oh, my God. What is wrong with him?
Hey, listen, I'm having a three-way conversation.
So, well, nice to meet you.
Oh my God, I am so glad you got through. And I know, Chris, also, before I leave you, I will tell you that your kindergarten teacher made sure that you were going to get through tonight so that she could do this. She, on the ride here, she was with me. And then when I started Facebook Live, I'm like, oh, this woman's a teacher. And God, when you're going to be freaked out when you go back to Facebook Live and hear that I actually referenced my kindergarten teacher. It's wild. It's just as wild. Yeah, it's just so wild. So listen, Chris, it's so nice to talk to you and to meet you, in person, and lots of love to you, okay?
Lots of love to you guys, and I'm so privileged.
Me too. I feel the same exact way, Chris. So we'll see you back on Facebook Live. Listen, thank you.
Thank you. Have a happy anniversary.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Chris. And we'll be right back.
Rocco.
What I know most people on Facebook Live, because we still, and I every week keep talking about these cameras they're in, and like what's taking so long, when is it going to happen? And because I'm just as anxious as everybody else, so that you'll be able to hear the calls when you tune into Facebook Live. Right now, when you're on Facebook and you stay on Facebook, you can only hear me, and you can't necessarily always hear the callers. Even again, sometimes people will say that they can actually hear somewhat of the callers, but these calls have been crazy, especially if you've been on with me since the beginning, talking about this teacher and referencing my kindergarten teacher, and ultimately Chris, who I just spoke to, it was her kindergarten teacher that came through. It's pretty wild, right? I mean, Spirit's wild, and if there's something that I know for a fact since I've been doing mediumship, is that every single day there's something new that I learn from Spirit. Every day. It changes every day, and Spirit amazes me every day, and I know everybody that's even listening can absolutely have those same experiences. What I wanted to do, and there's never enough time, is that, and you know what, I'm going to do a Facebook Live Sunday night, so I'll bring that subject up, but I just wanted to talk about, so many people keep asking me again, how do they get into a place of seeing signs, and there's definitely some things that you can do, because everybody can get signs. That's never a question, right? I mean, everybody gets signs, our loved ones. It doesn't matter whether you're a medium, a psychic, or just a regular person. We're all intuitive, and them coming to us with signs has nothing really to do with what level we are. What the level is like how we catch them and how we have the ability to see them. That's what it's all about. So, what would you say?
We're coming back.
Coming back. Mark says we're coming back.
Elks care, elks share.
For the last
Yes.
piece of this, there's 2 callers.
Yes.
I'm going to do my best to get to 2 callers.
Okie dokie.
My best.
Good enough for me.
Welcome back to Through the Static, and I have to get off my high with Chris because that was pretty incredible. So let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Debbie, how are you?
Hi, Debbie. How are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking.
So let me check in with Debbie. Debbie. Debbie, what was that?
That's why you said,
Alrighty. Debbie, where is when I'm even before I'm getting to who's stepping forward, who's is there another D connected to you? I know you're Debbie. But is there kids? Is there siblings? Why do I keep getting like another D, like Don or a Dan, or like when I tune into Debbie, I get another D name? Is that somebody that you know of that's connected to you, either living or crossed, or even a middle name?
no, nothing I can think of.
Okay, make sure you keep it with you because they are giving me that for a reason. What are they talking about? There's also John J, the GJ name that's really close to you.
I have 2 brothers, John and James.
Oh, so it's just giving validations to both of them, even though they're screaming it. So all right. It's a mother figure stepping forward. So she's the one that started with the oh my God, Debbie, was there an animal? Was there a dog or a cat or an animal with the D name? There's a D, and I keep. Is this your mom? Is your mom crossed or still here? Okay, so it's gotta be your mom. So your mom talks about also the birthday or the anniversary that's really close. Either it's somehow connected to you, either you, your siblings, somebody. Could be also, Debbie, an anniversary of crossing, like someone's date of death. But when they give me the bouquet of flowers, it's usually, Debbie, 2 weeks back, 2 weeks forward. It's very, very close that they're giving me. Yeah, that would have been in the scope. Why is that someone's?
My father passed on that.
Oh, so it's Dad. I got it. All right, so your father's coming through. That's not the D though, because I mean they don't usually give me D's for Dad. So, what was that?
Oh no, I'm just trying to.
Just. Oh, I wonder if it's Dottie coming through then. And your mom's best friend is crossed?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the one, Debbie, come in? When you just said that. Did Dottie have like one child?
No, I have one.
Oh, it's you. Okay, got it. So it's just them just giving validations. This even though Dottie just said she loves the acknowledgement, but it really wasn't Dottie. This is a D animal. There's a D animal. Dottie and your mother are having a lot of fun in spirit, Debbie. Let me just tell you. but there's a D animal. Just keep it with you because they keep telling me. And sometimes it even can be like your neighbor had like a dog named Dusty or a cat. You know, that was someone that you would be referencing or saw or and also the great thing, Debbie, it could be years ago too. It could be like when you were a little girl. I mean, I don't have a time frame. Where does I know? Does someone have a truck or is the tags on a car? What's going on with the registration? Your mother just made me. Your mother made me just look out the window and father said, "Talk about the vehicle."
I forgot to get my car inspected, so it was supposed to be done in February.
They're watching.
Really?
Yeah, they are. They're watching and letting you know that they're around you, and there's just a lot of love for you. Your father just said you're a hot ticket. He's like, you if you hang around with Debbie, you'll be peeing your pants laughing. You're funny. You have to. If Spirit's telling me that, it's got to be true. So, and is there? Where's the daughter come in?
Well, I have a daughter, that's my one daughter.
Oh, okay, got it. I thought that, but I just asked your mother and father. I just said to them, Debbie, you already told me one child, boy or girl, and they said girl. So it's just another way that they're giving a reference that they're always watching her, with her, and Debbie, you also have a lot of angels around you. When I get angels, it's either one of two things: people that either have a connection with angels, angel tattoo, love angels, or singing, some connection with, it doesn't have to be professionally singing, but someone who, likes singing or is a singer, one of those two things. So you're a singer?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Debbie. Wow. Yeah, it is. It is crazy, huh? Well, you know what? It's just your loved ones letting you know that it's really them, and that's how they show you it's really them, by giving me things that I don't know. So you've got a very huge heart that they keep talking about, but there's also a heart issue. Do one of them have heart issues? All right, so let me just tell you quickly that either someone had someone here. Do siblings, does someone, it almost makes me feel like it could be like an arrhythmia or something that maybe is not very serious, but they're giving a reference to my heart keeps jumping, so that just is always my sign for something with the heart. It also could be someone that was like a kid, had like some condition that they grew out of, but just make sure you keep that with you, because if they're bringing it up, it's just a validation. So I'm going to leave you with that, Debbie. Oh, Debbie, thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you even saying that. And I take that and love hearing that, Debbie. Thank you. I really do. So I'm going to leave you lots of love, okay? All right, thanks. You too, Debbie. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
This is Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, you don't sound okay, but you're breathing, you're living, and you're talking to me, so that's good. So Cheryl, where does the young male come in? What was that? No, this is someone who is crossed. And when I get a young male, Cheryl, it just means it's someone who left this earth way before their time, like even way before we think their time. But it could be, but wait a minute, he keeps telling me he's young. Do you know, are you connected with someone who lost a child?
Not living child young, no.
I mean, it could be a miscarriage too. I don't know if that's what you mean by living, but it also could be someone who lost a child, either intentionally or miscarriage. All I can tell you is that I just looked, and before I could move on, there's a boy here and backs me way up. So it means that either he crossed before he was born or like right after he was born. But he keeps pointing to you. He keeps pointing to you, and I keep hearing it's okay. I don't know what that means. Who's the A name? Anthony and the A connection to you? You know, like sometimes like Cheryl Ann or a middle name.
My sister's middle name is Ann.
I knew there was a middle name somewhere there. So it's just letting you know that it's really your loved one stepping forward and they're giving a validation to your sister. Sometimes, you know, Cheryl, it's just like a validation. Oh my God! But there's also another guy here who's older, who's in spirit. There's like a peer, like a boyfriend, husband, like someone, friends. Does that make sense?
My dad passed.
But did he pass younger? Like,
He was young for his age. Yeah, he died suddenly he was 58.
oh, there it is. So know that it's definitely your dad. You know, I always say, like, even into the 60s, to me that's young. We don't expect someone to leave at that point. So know who smokes.
My mother.
Uh,
I used to smoke, but I quit just before the month before my father passed away.
No, that's why he's bringing it up, Cheryl. Is because it's the smoking that you would connect immediately to say, I gave it up right before he passed. It's a way for him to wrap his arms around you and just hug you and just give you all this love and to let you know it's really me. There's also a Billy William connected here. Middle name, first name. Who is he living?
No, he just passed away recently.
Oh, so know that's just Uncle William just letting you know that he's stepping forward too. And like the last call, Cheryl, I also get birthday anniversary really close. They want to acknowledge something. 2 weeks back, 2 weeks forward, somewhere very, very close. Anniversary of death or birthday or a celebration. There's a graduation. What was that?
Yeah, I have graduation coming up too.
Yeah, I know. They're telling me.
My dad's death was February 22nd.
Wow.
Son, who had serious health problems, his birthday was February 27th.
Wow.
And then my oldest daughter is
Oh my God! So they really cut. that's pretty wild. And you have a graduation.
yeah, I have a graduation coming up.
Yeah. So
My oldest son.
yeah, I love. Listen, if you don't know by now that they're watching you and they know everything that's going on, they also just keep putting a halo around you, Cheryl. It's just a way to say that they're so impressed of what you do and who you are as a mom, as a woman, as a partner. All of it, and like, you know, like a couple of calls before you've got to make sure you step in that, Cheryl, because you're incredible, and what you deal with and juggle is pretty amazing, and they want to make sure you know that and they get that. And the last thing I got to tell you, because the show's ending, is that where's the tattoo? Did you get a tattoo for somebody?
I did for my dad and my son.
Yeah, so Dad just wants to let you know he knows about it. So, and it's giving you just this huge hug. So, Cheryl, I wish I could keep going, but the show's ending. So I'm just going to end with that, and lots of love from me and everyone in spirit that loves you so much.
Thank you. My mother told me all about you.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Kathy and my aunt Robin. They both know you really well.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
Kathy and Robin. From where?
In Massachusetts. Kathy lived in Massachusetts, and she moved out here to Texas.
Oh my God. And Kathy's your mom? Oh my God, I love your mom and your auntie Robin. God, I love the whole family.
Excellent,
Oh my God, I
excellent.
had no. Oh wow.
Where are you from?
Wow.
I live in Texas. I'm from Massachusetts, and I moved out of Massachusetts 30 years ago.
Oh my God, Cheryl. So when you see your mom, give her a hug for me.
I was gonna say we should see you there next week. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
2
if
weeks
you
from
were
now.
here at Mass, I would
If
love
you were
that
here.
too.
Welcome to the third hour.
All right.
I guess,
all right.
I
we
guess
gotta
that's our
go.
cue, Cheryl. We gotta go. So, listen, thank you so much. Lots of love, okay? Alrighty, bye-bye. So the show's over as Mark is just gonna pull out a bat and just knock us over the head, right? I mean, so Stephen the Medium, I go by Stephen the Medium, and
And I go by Coach Elix.
exactly. So this was a phenomenal show. Again, if you're local, purchase tickets for the March 15th event, and check my Facebook Live and my website, Stephen the Medium, because within a day or two, maybe even sooner, the new event that's going to be in Rhode Island, in Warwick, you do not want to miss this one. This is
right.
incredible. If you're local, it's going to be wild. So, all right, so lots of love to everyone, and we'll see you
everyone.
guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
You can do another hour if you want. We got the time.
The next hour is gonna be Coach Elix hour.